Bun găsit, doamnelor și domnilor! Vă invităm la o ediție specială pentru că de această dată avem un invitat despre care putem spune la propriu că vine de peste mări și țări. Este vorba de Kevin Hamilton, este licențiat în relații internaționale și are și un masterat în afaceri internaționale, iar din 2016 este ambasadorul Canadei pentru România, Bulgaria și Republica Moldova cu rezidență în București. Bine ați venit la emisiunea noastră și vă mulțumim că ați acceptat să ne acordați acest interviu. Excelența voastră, probabil că vă așteptați ca aceasta să fie prima întrebare. Unul dintre aspectele colaborării cele mai importante dintre țările noastre e faptul că de la 1 decembrie 2017, iată, au fost ridicate vizele pentru cetățenii români. Un moment așteptat de foarte mult timp și care în sfârșit s-a întâmplat. Ce înseamnă acest lucru pentru colaborarea din acest moment, 1 decembrie 2017, dintre România și Canada?
Well, our government was very pleased to lift the visa requirement for all Romanian citizens as of December 1st. This is a visa that permits Romanians to visit Canada for up to 6 months at a time. This is an expression of how much we value the bilateral relationship with Romania, but also how much we value the people-to-people ties between Romanians and Canadians. This visa lift is only going to facilitate more business-to-business ties, more ties between family and the Romanian diaspora in Canada. We took a long, hard study of the Romanian system in partnership with your Interior Ministry, your Foreign Ministry, and we were satisfied that Romania had come to the point in terms of the integrity of official documents, in terms of the management of transport and migration inside Romania, that we could take that step and offer this to Romania. We're very pleased.
Vorbim despre acea autorizație de călătorie, ETA, nu? Care se eliberează online, așa, și care are o valabilitate de câțiva ani.
That's correct. What we call the Electronic Travel Authority is an online process. It takes a few minutes. It costs $7 Canadian to apply, and it is valid for a 5-year period in a Romanian passport.
Această oportunitate poate fi privită de mulți dintre români ca o șansă în a-și dezvolta o carieră în Canada, în a-și găsi un loc de muncă bine plătit. Știm, această viză a fost ridicată pentru turiștii care merg în Canada, dar poate fi o oportunitate și pentru profesioniștii din România care vor să-și găsească un loc de muncă bine plătit în Canada. Care sunt în acest moment condițiile pentru obținerea unui permis de muncă de către un român în Canada?
So the visa lift that we've just enacted is something quite different. As you mentioned, this is only to visit Canada for up to 6 months. To immigrate to Canada and to obtain a work permit is a longer and more complex process, but it is a process that is available to qualified Romanians. Canada, as I'm sure you know, is a country built on immigration from all parts of the world, including Romanians. We have some 200,000 Canadians who are of Romanian descent, who identify as coming either recently or historically from Romania. And so the work process is, and the process to immigrate is something that we're interested in advertising to Romanians. And it's just a matter of contacting the Citizenship and Immigration Ministry of my government, which is accessible through the embassy in Bucharest.
Cu alte cuvinte, Canada ar fi interesată de profesioniștii bine pregătiți din România și lucrul acesta e demonstrat și de numărul mare de români care, iată, au cetățenie canadiană. Către ce zone, și profesional și geografic vorbind, se îndreaptă românii care merg în Canada, care emigrează în Canada?
Well, we're interested in highly qualified candidates for immigration from a number of countries. I've spent the day here in Iași, where I've learned will confirm something that I knew already, which is one of the greatest attributes of this region of Romania is the intellectual capacity and the level of different professions that are manifest here in Iași. So, you look, almost any high quality, high caliber profession that you can think of, we Canadians are looking for. Engineers, architects, doctors, nurses, and it is pretty much evenly distributed across Canada. It won't surprise you that a high percentage of immigrants, not only from Romania, but from other countries, go to the so-called MTV cities, that is Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver. Those are the three largest cities in Canada, but we're pretty much in need of high quality, high caliber immigrants across the country. As I say, there's a very selective, prescribed process to do this, but we are open for business.
Semnarea în această vară a acordului CETA între Uniunea Europeană și Canada presupune până la urmă și oportunități pentru oamenii de afaceri din Canada să investească în Uniunea Europeană, inclusiv în România. Care sunt semnalele în acest sens? Care este interesul oamenilor de afaceri pentru România?
Yeah, so we're very pleased and proud of the CETA agreement between Canada and the European Union. We believe this is the most ambitious and progressive trade agreement that either Canada or the European Union has ever signed. We are at provisional implementation as of September 21st. The agreement is in provisional effect, which means practically 98% of tariffs on all goods and services trade between Canada and EU member state countries are eliminated. So this is in effect right now, and we expect Romanian and Canadian companies and investors to start taking advantage of this. You know, Romania, it surprises Canadians when I talk to them, but it really shouldn't, about just how far the Romanian economy and Romanian industry has come over the last 30 years. This is no longer a country that is just based on agriculture, as we tended to think of it in the past. This is a country that is very innovative, very high-tech, with a very skilled workforce. And so we're seeing Canadian companies starting to understand that. Canadian investors looking at regions like Iași, where you have a very high emphasis on engineering and IT. So I think trade and services actually is going to be the predominant commodity, if I can put it this way, in trade between Romania and Canada.
Și în acest context, ce ar trebui să ofere Iașul unui investitor canadian, astfel încât să fie tentat să deschidă o afacere aici la Iași? Și mă refer aici la infrastructură și la facilități fiscale eventual. Cum ar putea Iașul să-i atragă pe oamenii de afaceri canadieni?
I think Iași already offers everything that a Canadian company or a Canadian investor would need, depending on the sector. Here you have one of the most innovative, modern, investor-friendly regions of Romania. You're on the frontier with the Republic of Moldova. You're on the frontier with Ukraine, where Canada has huge interests, and so I think it's already regionally a very welcoming environment for Canadian investors, and I think you'll see them coming over the next 12 to 18 months.
Excelența voastră este ambasador al Canadei în România, Bulgaria și Republica Moldova, cu rezidență în București. Aș vrea să vă întreb, cum comentați evoluția Republicii Moldova din punct de vedere social, economic, politic, ținând cont de interesul Moldovei de a deveni parte integrantă din Uniunea Europeană?
Well, it's impossible to speak about the Republic of Moldova without speaking about the very real problems that this country has. This is a small country with big problems. That said, you have a government there that is very pro-European, oriented towards Europe, and it's always been in Canada's interests that Europe is united, strong, and free. And so to the extent that we can help the Republic of Moldova along that path, we will continue to do that. Now, the country has enormous problems with endemic corruption. There is a squeeze on free media, free and independent media in that country. There are huge social problems. These are issues that we, Canada, along with our European partners, not least of which is Romania, try to help. And really, we also rely on the special insight and advice that Romania can give us with regard to the very difficult problems we face in the Republic of Moldova. We need Romania's advice and we draw upon it often.
Nu putem evita nici subiectul Brexitului. Brexitul e un subiect pe care mulți români îl urmăresc cu foarte multă atenție. În condițiile separării Marii Britanii de către Uniunea Europeană, ar putea deveni Canada un punct de interes pentru migrație?
I think Canada is and will remain an interest point for Romanians and other people who wish to emigrate, regardless of Brexit or not. What I can say about Brexit is the UK assures us, as they have assured the Romanian partners, that although they intend to leave the European Union, they're not leaving Europe. UK is a strategic partner for us, a very important part of European analysis and our partnership with Europe, and so we're glad that that will continue. You know, that said, I think one of the biggest opportunities that comes with Brexit for a country like Romania is that you can move from, if you like, the periphery of European decision-making right to the core. And I think provided that political leadership in this country is poised to take advantage of that opportunity, I think it can be very advantageous for Romania. Very pleased and enthused to see that President Iohannis seems to be looking forward to this opportunity. He's secured a very important summit in Sibiu that will take place during the Romanian presidency of the European Council, the first meeting that will take place after the actual Brexit takes place. And so I see this as a real sign of leadership and a real opportunity for Romanian policy inside Europe.
Pe 9 decembrie se sărbătorește în toată lumea Ziua Internațională de Luptă împotriva corupției. Cu această ocazie, miniștrii canadieni de externe și cel al dezvoltării internaționale și francofoniei au făcut declarații comune prin care practic susțin lupta împotriva corupției. Anul acesta ați fost martor direct și indirect al mișcărilor pe care societatea civilă din România le-a avut ca reacție la un pachet de legi ale justiției, iată, propuse de către Parlamentul Român. Cum comentați evoluția societății civile prin protestele masive de stradă în acest context al luptei împotriva corupției?
Well, my perspective, the perspective of Canada and a number of our like-minded partners and partners of Romania is that this country made tremendous strides over a 10-year period since 2007 in the fight against corruption, in the rebalancing of, if you like, power among the different structures of Romania, in creating a greater sense of independence for the justice sector. And all of these indicators had been moving in the right direction. Frankly, with the current package of justice reform legislation that has been being considered by the Parliament, we have our concerns. Much of it looks like a reversal, an attempt to reverse some of those gains. Transparency International has taken note of it. The last CVM report from the European Union was not glowing, to say the least. I see that the Council of Europe has asked to review some of the draft legislation under consideration. I can't say that I'm anything but concerned about the bulk of the legislation that is under consideration right now, because I think it represents a potential step backwards for Romania. And as Romania's friend and partner, we believe that we as Canadians should say when we are worried, and we are.
Recent, România l-a pierdut pe regele Mihai I, un reper moral pentru această țară. Pe plan extern, ce a însemnat regele Mihai pentru România?
You know, he was a remarkable figure, not only for Romania, but for European history. This is somebody who remarkably, at great personal risk, stood up to fascism in Romania, took this country to the right side of history at the end of the Second World War, and then, although he was in exile, remained a beacon of hope for a return to Romania's pre-communist past, and stood up as a symbol, and was a symbol for Romanians while this country lived under communist oppression. And then coming back to Romania after the '89 revolution, that was sort of a concrete manifestation of that hope personified. And so I think King Mihai will be missed. He will be remembered for his kindness and his generosity, and how those attributes are evident in the Romanian people. I think the Romanian people will remember him for this, and he will certainly be missed.
Și în acest context o să vă întreb ce apreciați în mod deosebit în România. Poate vreun artist, vreun scriitor pe care l-ați citit opera. Ce vă place în mod deosebit în România?
I am not what you would call a cultural aficionado. My great shame is that I don't have a particularly intimate knowledge of the arts community in Romania or anywhere else. I will say what I am most appreciate about Romania are the people I've been able to meet, particularly the resilience of the Romanian people. And we saw this in January and February with the very large protests. We've seen it periodically, including as recently as this past weekend in Bucharest, also here in Iași and throughout the country, is people peacefully exercising their democratic right to protest and to take civic action. And this kind of resilience and this manifestation of democracy, this actual personification of democracy on the streets of Iași and Bucharest and elsewhere, is really inspirational at a time when we have a lot of cynicism in Western Europe, in North America, about politics, about this great experiment of democracy that we all share. It's Romanians who are reminding those cynics among us about what this really means and how valuable it is. And so that is something I've really admired about my time in Romania.
Și chiar dacă o să-mi dați un răspuns diplomatic, o să vă întreb totuși ce v-a surprins în mod negativ în România.
Well, the diplomatic answer would be I love absolutely everything about Romania, and I have no complaints whatsoever. Things that surprised me negatively about Romania, I mean, very few things. I don't think it will surprise you as a Romanian that obviously there needs to be some investments in infrastructure, particularly transportation infrastructure, to tie together this great talent, these great pools of talent and innovation in industry that you have in various cities spread out throughout the country. I think it would be advantageous to Romania and to Romania's partners, political partners, trading partners, if we could see this country pulled together more with a more coherent infrastructure. But that will come. I'm confident it will come. Anytime I get frustrated sitting in traffic in Bucharest, I remind myself that, look, it's only been 30 years since the most momentous change in this country's history. And I do see signs of progress, and I think the best is yet to come.
Și pentru că ne aflăm în luna decembrie, o să vă întreb unde o să vă petreceți sărbătorile de iarnă? Rămâneți în România sau plecați în Canada?
I will happily stay in Romania through the winter holidays, mostly in Bucharest, but I hope to spend some time in Brașov, in Sibiu, places that I can get to easily by driving with my family. This is a wonderful time of year to be in Romania. There's snow, it's picturesque, not quite as cold as Ottawa is this time of year, so I'm happy to stay right here.
Aveți un mesaj pentru telespectatorii noștri?
All I can say is for the viewers in Iași in particular, I'm so enchanted by your city. It is, as I say, innovative. It somehow manages to meld history, because it's a very historic city, with modernity. It is beautiful and historic and modern all at the same time. And so I have every intention of coming back as often as I can.
Noi vă așteptăm cu drag și vă mulțumim foarte mult pentru amabilitatea de a ne acorda acest interviu.
Vă mulțumim.
Și noi vă mulțumim.